What up YouTube, you're by the Flying Spanner here. Today we have a UK model airport update, and it's that time of the year again where I may as well make an update. So we'll probably have one more for the rest of the year for you guys to look forward to. Well, depends on the mood on how I am setting up the airport. Today I really wasn't feeling it, so it's there is GSE out, there's all little bits out, but it's just taken a while. And I couldn't get the boards lined up. You can see all the boards everywhere, all the sides, and just quite a frustrating setup, really. But in today's video, now it's all kind of set up. I like looking at it, so I'm quite happy with it. Today's video, we are, of course, summer schedule is well and truly underway, and I'm just going to do, well, it's early in the morning. It's like half five schedule time. So we got all the aircraft that are based here down, apart from kind of the long haul stuff, and yeah, it's the first wave of departures for the airport. So quite a busy one, really. As you can see, there's quite a lot going on, quite a lot on the board. Pretty much mostly all the gates are taken up, which is different. So we'll start off, and I'll try it. I'll be flipping and flopping between here and the schedule, just so I get the right destination. It's not like it actually matters, but just so I get the right destination. So if I start on the runway, just arriving in from Johannesburg, we have a Virgin 787-9. Yeah, the Joburg lands in about 5 o'clock, and it will go off. Yeah, it lays over for a little bit before it departs onto its next destination. There's also a couple long haul bits, or longer layover ones, which I'll have to try and remember or figure out and find as we go. So I'll start at stand 1. So on stand 1 to the right, we have a Ryanair 737-800. This aircraft is heading out to, it's the Ryanair UK, and it's going out to Marrakesh. The EasyJet next to it, that's a 321neo. That's kind of in the final stages of boarding, and that is heading out to Palma. Next to that, on stand 2, we got a Lufthansa A320neo, and this is the Lufthansa that's going off to Frankfurt in about an hour. Then next to that, we've got a Ryanair 737-800. This has got the split skimmers, and I wish I pre-ordered more of these, because there's loads of these. They were like, now Ryanair are doing them, all of their fleet's going to have them soon, so I wish I ordered more of the split skimmers NG models Ryanair. The Ryanair, that one is heading out to Charleroi. I think it's a place near Brussels, around that area. Then we have a Air France E170. So this is a customer made. I had an old livery Air France Hop bouncing about, so I thought I'd update it. So I've just updated it to the new one. See bags starting to go on. And it's got the blue wingtips. What was that? Oh, that was a glass. That was close. Must have bumped it over. Right. You can see it's got the blue wingtips. It's just the E170. Gemini recently released the E190. This aircraft's operating the morning Charles de Gaulle service. The EasyJet next to it, that will be departing out to Marrakesh as well. Then next stand, the only aircraft on this stand, we've got 2 E737, and this is heading to Dalaman. Got Brussels Airlines Airbus A320, operating the flight to, you guessed it, Brussels. Then next to that, just starting to get the bags going on, fuel has just turned up. We have a KLM 737-800 going out to Amsterdam. Onto the kind of the rower short haul. Let's get a nice little tail shot while we're going now. Oh yeah, look at that, looks right. Next to that, we have a BA British Airways Airbus A320neo going to London Heathrow. Ryanair 737 MAX. This aircraft's heading down to Fuerteventura in a bit. Then the second Lufthansa caterers have just arrived onto it. This will be going out to Munich in, I think it's got a while, I think it's got a couple of hours before it goes. Munich flight's a bit later than the Frankfurt one. Then we have another 2 E737 just starting to see some activity around the stand. This 7.3 is heading down to, where are we going? That one's heading out to Faro. Just by itself on the cargo stand, so TUI have kind of got weird. For a couple nights of the week, the 787 will, well, the 787-8 will stop over, and this 78 is on the ground, and it will head out to, I think it's Melbourne. In a few hours' time, it'll get towed over from the remote stand onto one of the normal terminal stands. Right, see how good my eyes are from a distance still. Starting off on the new pair, we have a EasyJet A320. I believe this is the Panda one. I have got the Panda and the GC one both on the. Yeah, I think this is the Panda one. It's if you can still get hold of it, definitely do, because I think it will sell out soon from I think Aviation Retail are the only ones that have it. The Panda models A320 and the A319 have got both. Right. Anyway, so just getting catered. This EasyJet is heading down to Santorini. Then we have a Jet2 737, which we're going out to Funchal. The TUI 737 MAX going out to Ibiza. Jet2 A321, yep, just normal A321. Boarding has just started, fuel is hooked up, this aircraft's heading out to. Was this one out from Funchal? That was when I started getting confused. Cos. Yeah, that one's heading out to Cos. This is the Panda. This is the A319, so it's the Panda model 319. First departure of the day, tugs on, just ready for push. This is going out to Corfu. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Right, next to that, we've got another EasyJet. This is the A320, I think by JC. Yeah, it's one of the two. I don't think there's really that many differences between the two. If you're going to go for either of the two, I'd probably say Panda just because the box is smaller. I hate the big orange JC Wings box. The orange box ones. I much prefer the small Panda models ones. You can get loads of them now. You can get about 2 of the Panda models to the size of that JC box. It's ridiculous. Anyway, this EasyJet is heading out to Alicante. Then we have my custom Jet2 A321neo, and that's going out to Rome Fiumicino. Yeah, that's it for the main terminals. Let's get nice. Get a nice little terminal line up there. Oh yeah. It's the nice thing when it's all narrow bodies. You can just see how many of all the stands. That's what I like to make these kind of double use, multi-use stands, because you get so much more versatility from the airport. So in the night time, there's not much long haul stuff. You can really max out the terminal, and you've got loads of stands. Whereas during the day, when the long haul bits are more coming in, you've of course got your long haul stands as well. So onto the remote stand. We have a Jet2, these are kind of on longer departures, and I forgot to put the stairs on that air tanker when we get there. We've got a Jet2 757, probably the last year we're going to be seeing these, which is quite sad. This is heading out to, where's that one? That one's going out to Alicante in a while, hence why it's on the hard stand. Next to that, got another Ryanair 737 MAX. Or the 8200 as they call them. This one will eventually be going out to somewhere off the screen. I don't know. I'm not sure with that one. It is going out. I just covered up the screen, so it's not very much use. Right, onto our bit of a weird couple stands. Well, weird one stand, I should say. We've got the United 767. This aircraft is arrived in from Newark last night and is going to head back to Newark in a few hours. Then we've got the Air Canada 737 MAX 8, and this is done the same, arrived in from Halifax and is going to depart out to Halifax in a bit. And of course it's summertime, so Jet2 have their wet leased air tanker. This air tanker is heading out to Palma. Next to that, just got a Ryanair 737. That one's heading out to Reus soon, so that's not too far away. Final few aircraft, we have a TUI 737 MAX, which will be heading out to Mahon. And then we got a American 787-9, and this aircraft is operating Chicago, same as the others. Arrived in from Chicago last night and departs out to Chicago in the morning. Then just a couple bits on the private jet side. Finally, I have some private jets that have been somewhat finished. Well, I say somewhat finished. I'm happy. I'm not going to do anything more with them because there's not very much I can do. So we have a VistaJet Global 6000, I think. This aircraft will be heading out to Nice. Yeah, next to that we've got a NetJet Cessna 560 Longitude. Oh, I can't remember what the 560 XL, I think it's called. And this one will be going out to Ibiza. Yeah, it's nice to have something in that private jet terminal that isn't gearless or hasn't actually looks like a private jet now. I've got a few more to come, so keep an eye out for whenever I next do an update. There might be more private jets, and I will be selling some, hopefully at the Manchester Fair. I can't promise it yet, but hopefully I'll have a couple there to sell. But yeah, that's it for the update, and it looks, you can see the size of it now in 0.5. Massive. So it takes so blooming long to set up. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios and goodbye.